Well, I got 6 on mine. You good?
I'm go.
Call meeting order. Stanford pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The records show everyone's here with the exception of Evelyn Ballinger. She is absent. The attorney is present. Need a motion to accept the minutes for July 6th and the executive session for July 12th.
I'll make a motion. Accept the minutes for the 6th and the 12th.
Second.
Been moved and second. We accept the minutes for July 6th and the executive session on July 12th. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Last meeting, instead of doing 2 readings, I did 1. Can we finish the second and third here?
Absolutely.
Okay. By title only, ordinance number 2021-4, repealing Violation Bureau second reading. Motion to accept it on second reading.
I make a motion that we accept ordinance 2021-4, repealing Violation Bureau, second reading.
I second it.
It's been moved and second that we adopt ordinance number 2021-004, amending the schedule of fines, repealing the Violation Bureau on its second reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Hey,
Opposed? Ordinance number 2021-4, third and final reading.
I'll make a motion that we accept the third and final reading of ordinance number 2021-4, repealing Violation Bureau.
I second it.
It's been moved and second that we accept the third reading by title only of ordinance 2021-4, repealing the Violation Bureau's third and final reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and that's already been advertised.
Yes.
Second reading on ordinance 2021-005, golf carts.
It has, let me see.
There's 2 different ones on there.
It needs to be published after. It needs to be published one more time. The publication occurs after the ordinance is passed.
We'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
Just do it one more time.
We'll do it again.
And the one we just passed?
No.
this golf
He's
cart.
got to
I'll put
be,
the papers again.
he's got to put it in the paper.
Yeah, because it has the fines associated with it. It's got to be published within 30 days.
And then
of
it's
passage.
30 days after it's posted, then it becomes effective after it's passed. Ordinance 2021-5, the second reading on the golf cart ordinance.
I'll make a motion that we accept the second reading on the golf cart ordinance.
okay. I got 2021-005 is the authorizing the ARP.
I'm looking at 2021-005 on the golf cart ordinance right here. And yes, the other one is a resolution. This is an ordinance.
I'm sorry, resolution, that one is a resolution. My apologies, I don't have the golf cart or the other one.
We don't have it.
So is there a second?
Second.
Been moved to second, we accept the second reading by title only, ordinance 2021-5 for golf cart ordinance. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance 2021-005, third reading, golf cart ordinance, final reading.
I make a motion that we pass the third and final reading of ordinance number 2021-5, golf cart.
I'll second it.
Been moved and second that we accept ordinance 2021-5 golf cart ordinance on its third and final reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. A resolution 2021-005. Kingsford Heights Town Council authorizing the use of American Rescue Plan ARP funds for Okra Water Construction Project. Whereas the town of Kingsford Heights, Indiana will be receiving funds from the American Rescue Plan ARP, the town is expected to receive 2 phases of funding in the amount of $145,000 for each phase for a total of $290,000. And whereas the town council has established a plan to allocate the ARP funding to wastewater improvements for the town.
Is there a typo?
No.
That was for the
Now therefore be it resolved by the town council of Kingsford Heights, Indiana, that by virtue of this resolution, the town represents that none of the ARP funds received will be used for matching funds for this Okra Water construction. Town designates, no, we'll put this on the next one.
It's not ready?
When we allocated the funds, because we couldn't use it for a match money in the beginning for
Right.
water, so we put it in the wastewater, and then they changed it and said you can use it, so now we're gonna put it back into the water for the water project.
It still says wastewater?
Yes. So we'll put that on the next meeting.
Also, we have more money than we know.
Yes, it ended up being $312,000 now.
Instead of 290.
You could still pass it and we could correct it and send it to you later. Whatever you feel.
I feel we'll pass it. What do I need to do?
Just finish reading it.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Now therefore be it resolved by the town council of Kingsford Heights, Indiana, that by virtue of this resolution, town represents that none of the ARP funds reviewed will be used for matching funds for the Okra Water construction project. The town designates $290,000 in ARP funds to be used for wastewater improvement for the town. Should I put the corrections in there?
So it should be water improvement.
Okay.
You just eliminate wastewater and it'll just be water improvement.
Yes.
Town designates $290,000 in ARP funds to be used for water improvements for the town. Improvements for the town. Pass and adopt this by the town council of Kingsford Heights, Indiana, this 19th day of July, 2021. A motion to pass resolution 2021-5.
I'll make a motion, we approve resolution 2021-005, replacing wastewater with water.
I'll second that.
Been moved and second, we accept resolution 2021-5, authorizing the use of the American Rescue Plan funds for the water construction project. All in favor?
Aye.
Phew. Dollar General. Dollar General has released the funds, I guess, and they are having their crews come out to measure everything out and stake it. And they are getting the paperwork together and all of the building plans and everything, and will contact us once they get that. But it is a definite go. They will be here. Talking about shopping before the first snowflake. So we've already figured out their building permits and plan reviews and everything. That's all right. Employees. When we started here 19 months ago, we had 4 employees. We had a bank account that was about $700,000 in the negatives and all the utilities. How the employees' checks, payroll checks weren't bouncing is beyond me. Well, 19 months later, we stand in a much different territory than what we came into. We hired our first lineman, brought the workforce up to 5. The town's workforce has always been 6. It's always been 2 for each utility. We are financially stable enough to put that 6th person on. What we've run into problems is we hired a lineman, and every time the lineman goes on vacation or goes somewhere, things burn down and everything happens and stuff like that, you know. We have a gentleman that's more than interested in coming over here. He's in Walkerton. He is a lineman. Be our 2nd lineman. We can pay him out of electric and sewage and be perfectly fine. And he's willing to come over, Robbie Bunch. He's willing to come over here at $27 an hour with 2 weeks vacation. He can start August 2nd. We desperately need our 6th employee. These guys, we haven't hired anybody for mowing and stuff, and you know, we've got tons and tons of work to do here this summer. And Robbie is one that's worked here before. He knows the electrical grid here in town. He knows the water and the sewage. He's quite knowledgeable. But I think we ought to put our 6th employee now on and stuff, and get back to where we are, and look at the fact that we were told that you could never get a lineman and sit here with we got 2 linemen. And we don't ever have to worry about our electric problems and stuff at that point.
Is that how much
Robbie,
he's making right now down in Walkerton? It's $26 an hour?
Yeah, but he's losing some time on the time that they give him, and then a phone and all that stuff that they pay for.
Yeah.
So
what's he looking at as far as vacations?
2 weeks vacation. What's he got now? He's got 3.
Yeah.
But
Well, we're gonna go ahead and offer him for his 2 weeks vacation though, then, right? Just
that's
like
what
we
he
did
likes.
Jason?
Right. But that would be, Robbie lives over in Kingsbury right now. His wife owns the house over here in town. They are currently fixing it up and stuff, and he's gonna be back in town again. So when a lineman goes on vacation or can't make it in, the 2nd one's already here. So we don't have to worry about that anymore if we hire this person. I would recommend that we're in a very good situation to be able to have a 2nd lineman and somebody that knows the utilities in the area out here. And Robbie is a good worker. He's not one that's got to be looked over his shoulder and stuff to get him to do things. So, what's your pleasure?
Well, I'm kind of interested in Robbie coming. I think that we need that 2nd lineman for sure. I mean, it was obvious the last time we had a storm. We definitely could have used one because we ended up outsourcing our electric anyway to get that fixed. I'm sure that cost us a pretty good penny too. I'll make a motion that we hire. Give him $26 an hour, 2 weeks paid vacation.
$27 an hour.
27.
2 weeks vacation.
Dennis, are we okay with our salary ordinance, or do we need to amend anything on
No,
that?
it's fine.
We're fine with that.
Is there a second?
Seconded.
Moved and second that we hire Robbie Bunch back to the electric department. He'll be paid out of electric and sewage. Come back at $27 an hour, 2 weeks vacation. He will start August 2nd with the passage of a drug test. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll welcome him back.
We had talked about also getting a part-time employee to take some of those guys off of the mowing. Is that still something we're gonna be seeking, or is that something we'll put off until next year then?
I don't think we should put another guy on. I think if we're gonna hire somebody, probably just do like we're doing Robbie. That gives us 6 guys. I mean, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah, but they spend 4 days a week mowing, 3-4 days a week mowing.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Randy said. So
Uh,
they're in, am I right?
2 days,
That's-
2 days tops. The only thing they have to mow is the parks, and I take care of this ball diamond area down here and stuff. I've been mowing that all year in the fields and back here. And then me and Vic mowed this entire area last week. I understand the part-time thing. I think it's something that we ought to look at next year. You know, this year here it's gonna be dying down and stuff, and with the 3rd person or the 6th person now, you know, but next year, we may wanna have a couple of part-timers that are paying $10 an hour to sit on a mower and do it.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the field right back here for Ford Park and everything, or not, field right out here, it's,
Deerheart.
yeah, hasn't, I mean, it's been mowed, but it's not been mowed it's not been like normal every week inside all that stuff.
That was mowed last week. It's not even a week old. This stuff has, all this
That's all
rain
that
has
rain.
just
No, I know,
sprouted.
but I mean,
'Cause
that's what
I
I'm
mowed all
saying.
that.
Well, I know, but I mean, but when you're not mowing all this stuff, they're gonna have to, and
Oh,
that
sure.
takes off, you know, I mean, that's something we definitely still need to look into
Mm-hmm.
for next year, maybe then for,
I agree. That
'cause, I
next
mean,
year thing,
we
yeah.
could, if we have somebody part-time just doing it all the time, then we could deal with some of the other stuff that gets overgrown and needs to be taken
Which
care of at the
has
same
been
time.
something in the past, they've
Yes.
talked about, you know, the summer help, they've always hired someone for the summer help.
And we addressed the summer help this year, but because of the budget and stuff, we told
Right,
them
no,
no.
right, no, I
But
agree, right. That's
next
what I
year,
said.
next year, I think we're fine. We'll see where we're at as far as projects and everything, but I think right now with projects, if we get this grant approved for the 1.7 million in water in August, this place is gonna be rocking for the next year, you know, so.
Well, I just hope with this 6th employee, we don't get we haven't had time to do this excuse, you know, that they'll actually get to stay on schedule as far as the limb pickup and,
The limb pickup got delayed this
Yeah,
time
we had a
because of the
lot.
emergency and
Yeah.
stuff, but.
but
Randy's
hopefully
been pretty
There's
good
a lot
about
of stuff
keeping
out there too that needs to be cleaned up too.
Yeah.
That ditch or the runoff on one of them is one of them. It's kind of overgrown too, to where we need to get somebody out there
Sidewalks
to.
coming into town.
Yeah, it's, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. So that's why I was asking about the part-time employee, because I just wanted to make sure that that's still something. Because I mean, it's still ongoing. It's still something that we're still working on. But
I agree.
Is there a certain budget for them guys, or they just come right out of the payroll? I mean, they just
For
get
part-timers?
Yeah,
Just, it's out of payroll.
just like everybody else. You know, there's
Yeah.
nothing.
But for a mower, I mean, guy sitting on a mower for $10 an hour. I mean, what the
Yes.
heck? That's good little money. Just sit there and
Good
Yeah.
luck with that one. $10.
well, you get the summer help. You get the summer kids, the high school kids that come out and stuff like that want to do it for the summertime, and that's where we need it the most. And you pay them $10-12 an hour, then that's a good job for a high schooler.
Who was that one guy that you guys had carry that mowed grass all the time?
Carlton. Well,
Yeah, that guy.
Carlton
That's
did.
all he did.
Yeah.
He mowed grass and.
And that's basically
he was
what
a
I talking about.
fantastic employee.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
didn't
too
want to
bad
see
that
him go.
he went to UPS and stuff where he went,
Yeah.
because that guy, he'd be on the golf cart going down the boulevard. He'd jump off that golf cart while it was in motion with that weed eater, go around the tree, weed eat that tree, and hop back on that golf cart in motion. And I tell you what, he'd get done. He'd go, "Oh, I've only got an hour. And he'd get that boulevard done."
Wow.
You know, he was a go-getter.
He was good.
You know,
Wow.
it wasn't no laziness about him whatsoever. But okay, need a motion to pay the claims in the amount of $30,241.25.
I'll make a motion that we pay the claims in the amount of $30,241.25.
Second.
I'll second it.
Been moved to second, we pay the claims, $30,241.25. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Pay the claims. Old business, the Legion fireworks. Debbie Blake has approved their insurance. Everything's been changed over. She's happy. The attorney's happy. We're all happy. Shoot fireworks. We're good to go.
Sit on our porch and watch them.
Well, I tell you, it was quite the headache for a while and stuff with that.
Wasn't looking good here for a while.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
We had the Milestone North, which was the paving company that we have, gonna do the roads in town. And I spoke with Paul. We asked them to do a quote on the community center. And, Paul thought the quote was gonna come in, he figured high, around 26,000. The quote came in at 43,400. So he says, we need to go look for a couple more bids on that. So that's what he's gonna look for there and stuff to see what we can draw it down to. The other was the grant, the paving grant that we have. Milestones North has came in so high on the curbing and everything that his recommendation is to leave Veterans Memorial Circle out of this year's paving until the next round of paving where we can get the 75% off. And we have, because right now it wouldn't be covered under the grant thing. So right now, when we did the circle and stuff and put all that stuff in there, it was because the paving came in under what we were allowed to spend, and this has came in so high for what the work they want to do. He's recommending that we just leave it alone, let them pave the roads they're going to do, take the extra money, throw it the next year's round, and then the 75% will come off the top. And we'll include that in the next round.
What did
So it'll
the
be cheaper.
$43,000 include? Just our parking lot out here?
Jeez.
I mean, I could see maybe if it was for the entire stretch all the way around, but not.
The parking lot out here is 1.5 inches thick. They said it wasn't done right in the first time and stuff, so they were gonna rip everything out and put 4 inches down. So
That's where the
it would
cost
be
is coming in.
it would be a very, very nice parking lot, but I just can't see spending $43,400 doing this parking lot.
Are they going to bring, where this is sinking down, are they gonna bring that up?
Oh yeah, they'd have to bring it all up. Yeah, but
Well, now that if you mention it like that, though, the work that they have to do, you're talking about that is probably well worth the $40,000 that is there. Because you're talking about ripping it out, fixing what they've already done because it wasn't done right to begin with.
this quote was above and beyond the grant. This would have been money that we would have found in another spot and part of the community improvement fund and split it up that way. There's not enough money to
And then it would mess
split the
up
two at
this year's budget.
Well, I was
43,400.
gonna say, definitely need to do something, but I don't think a quick
Okay,
fix, if
it's
we're gonna do
trash,
it, we
yeah.
might as well fix it the right way because it's
Trash.
completely
How much
coming
money are we sitting
across.
on right now with the community center? Does anybody know?
The community center or the community improvement?
Well, I know the community improvement fund, but you was talking about maybe taking the money out of the community center too, right?
Yeah, but
Part of it,
Yeah, part of it, but
yeah,
I thought it was to be 25, not 45.
for sure.
I'm going,
Community center sitting on 23. 23,513.
1379.
But when you're looking at this, that 23,513 is the same number we started off in the beginning of the year. So nothing's been taken out of that there's no utilities been taken out of this yet. And
Does the paving grant
So-
cover the parking lot here? I don't think it does. This is something that is.
it's above
we
and
have to
beyond.
figure.
You can't use grant money to do a parking lot.
I didn't think so. That's why I was asking, but.
But if we could find somebody that could come down there a little bit lower on that, then we could probably afford it still, though, right?
yes.
And maybe
We just gotta
throw
find
in,
somebody to get down a
maybe
little
throw
lower.
in
The road?
around the corner, get rid of the dust. and see what that would, I mean, because the base is already there. I mean, if you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about it, on the road there, the base is already there. They wouldn't have to go down too far, but here, if they have to fix that, to go down 4 inches to actually fix the parking lot here, that's gonna be a little bit on the expensive side, but that would clean up this,
I sure
that would definitely clean up the park a little bit.
That would
it
make a
really
massive
nice.
improvement. Well, Paul's gonna look at a couple more quotes. I'll throw that towards him. I'll shoot him a message tonight and see there, and we'll see what we get.
Well, it sure seems like it'd be a lot cheaper to see now they're gonna.
He said the prices are really, really high. He went by what the costs were and the square footage and did everything, and he
it's-
says, I think it's gonna be around 26,000, and he was like, whoa.
Well, it's kind of like the cost of lumber, it kind of threw everybody for a loop too.
Yeah.
Well, and the amount of work that's gotta be done
Yeah.
to fix this, so I mean.
But that
I can
sure would
actually
look
see
good,
that-
a nice
Yeah, it'd be
asphalt.
Nice, it would be, look really nice. It would definitely
Dress it
improve
up.
this parks department quite a bit.
Yeah.
Options.
So,
The other,
Go ahead.
the other old business, I talked to Joe Stanton from, he said that he was gonna try to get it in August, so I don't know if he's already talked to you guys or not.
for the
Scheduled for August
furnace,
for the furnace and everything in here. He's got all the equipment being ordered.
does he have a
He's-
key?
No, I can work out with Joe.
Huh?
I'll work on that next.
Or I can give him mine, one or the other.
No, he thought he'd give him his key.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the key to get in there.
to get into here, correct. And we still need to get the key to unlock the back over there
We
to
just
him
need
too
key
as well.
back.
Yeah, I've got that. So,
He hasn't given it back to you.
and if he gives us a week's notice or so,
Oh, he's supposed to be getting back with me here. I just didn't know if he had talked to you already. I know
not
that, I
talked.
know he got the money for the deposit and everything
Yep.
so that's all taken care of. He
we'll
knew
get
that.
that, we'll get that area cleaned up and kill all that stuff back here and stuff, make sure it doesn't come back ever again.
Yeah, so he was looking at about the second week of August, so just if,
Okay.
Just a second. Second.
Any other old business? New business. I put a couple of things inside your folders. I'd like to purchase from Victory City Ball Club funds. Victory City Ball Club has $4,459.53 in it. There's a drag there, it's a leveling drag. The drags that we have right now are really, really toast. They're just tore up bad. This leveling drag is much needed for our fields where they're going up and down and stuff. That would level all that. And I spend many days going in circles around here and stuff, so I'd like to go in circles and level them out. So that drag is $549. And then there's a hex base plug with the indicators. Those are plugs that when you take the bases out, you put the plugs back in, so you're not trying to find them again. And
Oh, nice.
dig them out. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8. There's like 12 per ball field. So I'll get a bucket of those. Other than that, I think we're pretty good on supplies over there. Anybody got a problem with spending the money to get this stuff?
I'll make a motion, we get the steel drag for the $549 and the base plugs at $239 for the bucket of 30.
I'll second that.
Been moved and second that we buy a bucket of base plugs for $239 and the steel drag with leveler for $549 from Beacon Athletics. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. If you look out here, that rotted old thing that we fixed a few years ago is gone. I was on Marketplace and I found a gentleman that had a set of bleachers. He wanted $250 for it, $275 for it, $275. And I got a hold of him and spoke with him a little bit, and I said, yeah, we'd really like to have that and stuff, you know. I said to replace this, and told him what it was doing. And I said, but I can't come out and pick it up for another week. And he said, don't worry about it, I'll deliver it. So lo and behold, this guy then messaged me and says, can you use this bench? And it's like a 12-foot bench that's steel and really nice, matches the bleachers there and stuff. And I said, well, sure. He goes, you want a porta-john?
Oh my God.
And I go,
What?
okay, is there anything wrong with it? He goes, no. He says, I have Johnson's, this is the thing, I have Johnson's come clean it once a month for $25. We pay $86 a month for ours right now. And he said, okay, you can have it too. He says, I'll deliver it on the 21st after it's cleaned. So this guy owns
Lance.
Land Heating and Air Conditioning.
Wow.
So he drug this stuff out, and me, him, and Joe took this thing out here that weighs about 20 tons. So that's old people. But we got it put together and stuff. I mean, it's a fantastic. He would not accept the check. He said, I'll donate it. Don't worry about it.
Are you serious?
Yep. So he also give us talking with me and Joe, because he's into this travel ball real big. And he says, I can give you, he says, you don't have to do much ever. He says, I can give you teams as long as my arm. He says, all you have to do next year is contact these team captains and let them know what you have to offer. He says, you guys got fantastic fields out here. You've got lights. He says, there's no reason that you couldn't make $25,000 a year or more out here just in registration fees, not including and that's just on weekend ball and stuff and doing during the week.
It's travel. They travel.
Yeah.
It's a travel.
And he says, there's nothing around here.
Wow.
I'm willing to put that effort into making that happen, and with him, with the understanding that if we're making $25,000 a year, that we take that money and put it back into these parks
Right
and ball
back
fields right
the-
into it.
Yes, sir.
He couldn't believe we had them fields with lights and we wasn't using it for nothing.
But I told him the problems we had with the ball here and stuff, and he's like, everybody's going travel ball.
How
He
about
says,
a
now it's what
working-
you're
Everybody
doing.
is going travel. That's part of it. And there is none here. When you travel, man, you travel. You travel to
Illinois.
Crown Point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're traveling all up towards Illinois
What's
and
the
into
story?
Illinois in order to
What's
get
the story on our
yeah.
scoreboard?
I have found scoreboards. The scoreboards are really,
Expensive.
well, you're looking at $3,000, but it's a scoreboard that somebody sits back, the umpire runs and stuff, and it's an LED that's viewable for 700 feet, and when he wants something on there, he goes, and it's the end of it, you know? And it's something that we need to look at in the future.
Yeah.
You know, we've got
I
money in the
remember
parks and stuff.
The control box in the
Mm-hmm.
concession stand where they used to.
And he said if we could do some kind of a PA system where you can announce the players,
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like
Used to
that.
be.
There used to be.
He said
you-
there's a PA inside the other thing, but we'd have to build something off the side or something for that. But down here, putting something. in.
Yeah.
But there is definitely money to be made without concessions. But the concession stand is a money box too. But the only problems with concessions is just about a full-time job.
It is.
By the time you man it and stuff, and then you got to keep somebody in there that you can trust with money, get it turned in every day, get it cleaned up every day, and then you have to go shopping the following day on everything you need. So it's
Did it for years.
yeah, and it's volunteers are hard to get. But I'm willing to put the effort into working with Mr. Land and stuff. He's all for it, and seeing if we can get some travel balls out here next year.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Yeah.
It's $300 a team. He said that it'll happen every weekend. You'll have 9 teams come out and stuff, and all you do is come back and collect the cash.
And that's paid in advance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you
Sounds
give
promising.
a year or two there, you know, you put another $50,000 in these fields and these parks right here and stuff. Yeah. A diamond in the rough right here.
There's a blacktop driveway.
With
The
yeah,
blacktop
And
driveway.
our fields are
with
still.
gold trim.
Our fields are still talked about. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
even as little as they're used now, they're still talked about how it's the best fields that they come across.
We had a lot of compliments this year on the ball fields. A lot of compliments. And we have by far the best concession stand that anybody's ever seen. I mean, the people are running and everything else. They're like, "Wow, this is like Taj Mahal
We've
and
had
stuff." You know.
townspeople walk to the
So-
concession stand just for
Dinner?
Yep.
Good.
Clerk Treasurer's report.
Yeah, I talked about that I need inventory from utilities. Our police department has given me their inventory for there, and my office has the inventories as well. So I just need our utilities for our
What kind of
inventory.
inventory are we looking at?
All your, anything like your, come on, Dwayne,
Personal property.
property, yeah,
Paper, pencils, pens?
not pens.
You're talking about equipment
Just
in
pencils.
itself. You're talking just printers, or are you talking about vehicles, the whole nine
Pictures, the
yards?
whole thing, yes,
Okay.
Everything.
everything. It used to have it, and
Well, yeah,
it's
they
all
should
gone.
have it. You should have it. I mean, if something, you need the serial number and everything else,
Yep.
if something gets stolen or,
The PDs I know is on file. They've had one for
Because again,
years and years and years,
our auditor was hammering, last year's hammering me. They're hammering again this year again.
and they're
You don't have
wanting
it. They want it.
inventories on. That's just a thing of the future and stuff on
Have a headache
inventory.
now.
So
And the
well,
last,
6 people in the inventory thing, Friday should be Randy should probably seriously consider doing that thing and making sure we got everything logged and categorized and everything done. Maybe towards the last part of
Fridays
the day. or whatever.
Fridays
I mean,
have
I'm not
been
saying-
taxed for that. He's been doing all of the
I know he
maintenance
said
and
it, so
stuff.
I
and-
know that he said it, so I
Yeah.
just, as long as that continues to happen, we should be able to get this done in no time
yeah.
with them being able to get all the equipment inventoried and serial numbers and all that other good stuff, so that we do have that information.
thank you.
Yeah, because they don't have to worry about taking care of the vehicles other than washing them and
Right.
filling them with gas.
And the last part is the annual garage sale is August 6th and 17th, and everybody asking. It's,
Everybody has been asking.
yes, they have. So. And that's all for me.
Well, I'm not selling my garage.
I need a
It's
garage.
attached.
Yeah.
It's attached.
Attorney's report.
It probably won't come to this, but if they do the work around here and it comes over $50,000, technically under the statute, you should get sealed quotes. But as long as you're under that 50,000 threshold, you can do it informally quoting. And then one other thing, you could probably remove must wear a mask on the agendas. I just noticed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, probably remove that.
White out.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Any public comments? Any public comments? Last going for public comments. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
A second.
Motion is second, we adjourn. I'm sure everybody's in favor.
Yep. Aye. You're the only one. I would.